Yes, I answered the entire video right in one sentence. But, what's going on everyone? It's Durka of Whataweeb bringing you a new Should You Pull video. We all know about Merlin, and for those of us who don't know, well, this video may be of some help. But if you do know about Merlin, you know he is one of the strongest supports in the game, and will continue to be the, or if not the, one of the strongest supports for the foreseeable future. Our useless mage who helped us through Babylonia is finally coming to Chaldea with Solomon. And honestly, he's completely worth pulling for. Completely worth it. People may not like him, or think he makes the game too easy. But it does get difficult later on, and having the option to use him is better than not having the option to use him. The oh screw Merlin attitude is pretty widespread. Like, oh, I could just use a friend Merlin. Oh, I don't need Merlin. I don't want Merlin. He makes everything too easy. But so is the, oh crap, I really should get Merlin. People don't understand how useful it is to have a support unit that you can put any CE you want on, or even doubling up on that support unit like Double Waver, for example. It's one of the few units I would say pull on just for content instead of anything else. Anyway, if you are excited, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and become a Weeb today. Make sure to check us on Twitch, where we are streaming a lot of FGO. I've seen a lot of you guys come through. Really do appreciate it. It's been really fun. And Twitter, where we meme and post updates. Otherwise, let's actually just jump into this. Okay, so with his card setup, he's a quick arts buster card setup like many casters. 3 hits on the quick, 2 hits on the arts, and 5 hits on the buster, with 6 on his extra attack. He has good NP gain like most casters. 3 arts cards will help with that. And will be able to get his MP relatively easily, considering his skills as well. He's pretty much a free NP. He can just fire his MP off for no reason. That's how free his MP is, and how good it really is. Jumping in those skills that may be helping, Dreamlike Charisma A. Increases party's attack for 3 turns. NP charge for the party by 20% on a 5-turn cooldown. Alright, so, we see Charisma buffs all the time, but now with a 20% NP gauge boost? Wow. On a 5-turn cooldown? Wow. That's amazingly fast and very effective. Super helpful for farming. You could just get a kaleidoscope, 20%, boom, right there, done. This is arguably not even his best skill. You'll see that a lot of his skills feel like mini Noble Phantasm, some of them. Like mini Noble. Some of them are arguably better than Noble Phantasm. So, moving on to his second skill, Illusion A. Grants party invincibility for 1 turn. Increases party crit star generation for 1 turn. And reduces enemy crit attack chance for 3 turns. 7-turn cooldown. Party invincibility, honestly, that is all you need. That is all you need. On a max of a 7-turn cooldown, that's not even that bad. The crit star gen is icing on the cake, along with the enemy crit attack chance reduction. Used to be worrying if a servant had didn't have a get out of jail free card, but with Merlin, he kind of just gives that to anyone and helps make even more servants more effective. Really good skill. His third skill, Hero Creation EX. This is the skill everybody talks about that makes units into monsters. Increases one ally's buster performance for 3 turns. Increases their max HP for 3 turns. Increases their critical damage for 1 turn by 100%. 6-turn cooldown. So it lasts for 3 turns pretty much, and it's on a 6-turn cooldown. This is arguably one of the most broken skills in the game. A 3-turn targetable 50% buster buff's already broken. And then a 3k HP buff. And then 100% crit damage for 1 turn. On a 6-turn cooldown, that is crazy good. Literally turns anyone with a Buster Noble Phantasm or some sort of Buster Chain into a monster. Buster Crit meta, here we come in. Yeah, so Buster Crit Fest is pretty much gonna be here for a while. So these skills are all godly. I'd work on Hero Creation EX first, just because of how truly broken it really is. You can probably get the Charisma buff from someone else, so I do Illusion next, and then jump into Dreamlike Charisma, because you're mainly using that for the 20% charge. You're going to see a lot of 10-10-10 for him anyway, though, because it's kind of like Waver. All the skills are worth, so you're going to eventually get all of them to 10. It's not like, this one's not really worth it, so I'll get it to 9 or 7. No, you're going to get all of them to 10. But, yeah, let's move on to the passive skills. I'll actually spend a second on him, because he has a passive skill that's really interesting and really good. So, Territory Creation C just gives him an arts buff, helping him with NP gain. And construction is irrelevant, really. But Mixed Blood EX, 5% NP gauge each turn. Just for doing nothing. Just gets it each turn. kind of like how Avengers get it. And this helps because he has 3 arts cards, so he has no worries about shooting off his MP, and you can just fire off his MP whenever, like I said before. It's just a good general neutral NP to use whenever you want. So we've been talking about his NP a lot with his godly NP, so how about we just jump right into it with the Garden of Avalon, the Forever Sealed Utopia. It's an anti-unit arts noble phantasm that recovers HP every turn for 5 turns, and charges the party MP gauge by 5% for 5 turns each turn. Crazy good. At higher levels, you get more healing, but it's not even that necessary, to be honest. You don't need to get an NP5 Merlin to be good, or an NP3 Merlin to be good. He's someone you just need at MP1 to get like 95% of his maximum potential out of it, or 90% of his maximum potential out of it. Even his overcharge is good. Crit starts each turn, 5 at 100%, 25% of 500, 25% of 500%. Just extra goodies, to be honest. Really good MP, looks really cool. No issues there. Free shooting it off, and so he just gets 10% MP gauge each turn just by doing nothing. He can get back to 50% after he uses MP if he doesn't do anything. No one hits him. Nothing. That's crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, moving into his traits, still a quick average. He's a support unit. Shares a lot of stats with Tama and Waver, like attack and HP. I think he shares the same attack and HP stats with Tama, and the same HP with Waver. So nothing crazy going on there. Really good MP gen, and nothing bad. Really nothing bad. Let's talk about the CEs. The 3 I brought it down to were 2030, Prisma Cosmos, and Demonic Whataweeb. 2030, as some of you may know, is good on any support unit. It just gives you stars for free, and it's an HP buff. It gives a lot more stars and combos well with his MP, so that max limit broken 2030 can end up giving you 15 stars a turn. You have that on like 2 units, you're getting almost half the stars you need. If not half the stars you need. Your main damage deal just gets to do more damage. Prisma Cosmos makes it so you gain your NP that much faster. You can gain over 20% by doing nothing if you've NP'd. Pretty dirty, pretty dirty. In Demonic Whataweeb, if you're trying to make it more of a speed run, you get more stars out of his NP, and the starting NP gauge is pretty good. Those 3 are really what stood out to me. You can use a lot of different CEs on him. Most of you will probably have Chaldea lunchtime. So, yeah, just to get like, it's going to be the new waiver pretty much on your support Merlin. But yeah, all those NPs, all those CEs, really good, really good. Party members. First, these are the ones I screened because I literally picked it out of a hat. And now, boom, here are some more that could work. And honestly, anyone with a Buster NP would probably be fine and work with him as well. Let's go back to the original. Boom. Anyway, Waiver, Merlin, leads to a lot of NP gain, and is and will always be a good combo. Using Raikou, he helps get stars and charge MP gauge, letting Raikou create stars by using her MP, and then crit with the stars that are constantly being created. Work very nicely together. Gil, for the same reason, stars and critting with them and free MP gain, and protection, since Gil doesn't have a get out of jail free card. Illusion helps cover for him. Even units that people say are terrible, like Siegfried, who gets really buffed later on, benefit from him. With just the Buster, the Buster nuke, he can Buster Brave Chain with his MP and just put out a lot of damage thanks to our boy Merlin. And of course, you have Arthur, and of course Arthur works well with him. But I wasn't going to mention Arthur. I was going to go into Emiya. Emiya is a really interesting one because they have the same kit. They have the triple arts card. Same thing with Zwanzang. Triple arts card, but Buster NP. So you can gain your MP a lot faster because you have like 6 or 9 arts cards out of 15 going around. Every turn, every couple turns, you're just gaining that MP gauge and spamming your MP with a hero creation boosted Noble Phantasm each time. And that's just done. So yeah, you should pull from Merlin. Look at those check marks. Look at all the check marks on the screen. Nothing comes out that directly competes with Merlin. He will always be the go-to Buster support. Yes, we get a unit in 2 years in JP that's good for similar reasons, but for quick units. Buster still has huge damage and great units to make the most out of it. like most berserkers in the game will have 2 to 3 buster cards, usually 3. You can choose to pull from Merlin or not, but know that he will be a great help in the future. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy that. I just did go on to 10 minutes. I just started it off, though, with how I felt like it should be. If you know anything else about Merlin you want to share with me in the comment section below, let me know. But if you did enjoy, remember to like, comment, subscribe to become a weeb today. Make sure to check us out on Twitch and Twitter, linked in the description below. Otherwise, this has been Durka, and sayonara.